This is what I wake up to every morning, and when I woke up this morning, finally saw the sun, I felt so relieved. The spring is finally coming. It just feels like it's been such a long winter, and what I wanted to share with you today is about why it's really important to go into the darker places of ourselves, and in relation to this dance journey, how much stuff I discovered about myself that has been stopping me from being who I am as a dancer and spreading my wings. Part of the reason that I haven't been recording much over the last few weeks is because I've been working through so many difficult feelings, and I just want to share with you a little bit about that today, and get the message across that when we do this, when we go into ourselves and when we go into really painful emotions that we all have inside, and we hide because I think we're frightened to talk about them, and I think when you're going through it, it's really important to keep it to yourself and learn how to feel your feelings on your own in a really strong way, because I've done that and I'm doing that, and I'm now able to talk about it in a more strong way. If I'd have spoken to you about it while it was going on, it probably would have made you feel really shit. What I've learned is that there is a appropriate and an inappropriate way to talk about how we feel, and this is something I've only learned really recently. Over the last 9 months, I have been single for the first time in my life for a really long time, and it's been such a difficult process that I've been going through. And the reason I'm sharing all this with you in relation to my dance is because I really believe that the two are so interlinked, because to me, when I dance, I'm free and I'm happy and I'm open and I'm the woman that I am, and I can see that. I've been able to see that all my life, but that's kind of like here on the journey, and I've had to go through this process of going back into my childhood, going back into really painful places within myself so that I can feel those feelings and just honour them and accept them as being part of who I am. And the most amazing thing has happened, which is that I now feel so much more whole as a woman and so much more confident and trusting in myself. That is the key. When you go through this process of going into yourself and feeling your feelings and really feeling them, which is really hard work, you come out the other side and you realise that it's only us that can do that on our own. And I think we all experience feelings of loneliness in the world, loneliness with our thoughts and our feelings, and not knowing what we're supposed to do, what our life path is, why we're here, all those sort of questions. And ultimately, we're not alone because we're all connected. I really believe that, but ultimately it's really only us that can really work through those feelings. And when I watch back the video diaries, it's like there's something that's been missing, and I couldn't quite put my finger on what it was, and it was because I was avoiding talking about all this stuff. And it's only going through all this stuff that I will reach my goal to dance. You know, I can feel a huge difference if I'm in the studio and I'm feeling scared about something, or abandoned, or angry, or some other emotion that's got me. My body can't move, and everything anyone says I kind of take personally or start analysing, and I'm not dancing. I'm not in my body, I'm in my head and I'm thinking. And there's absolutely no way my body can move and be free if all of that stuff is going on. So that's why sharing this with you is so relevant to the Dance Journey video diaries. So I think, you know, in my main message for this video diary today, when I woke up and saw the sun, was that all through the winter months last year, and I really think you will all agree with me, it's been such a long winter. So many of my friends, so many of my clients, so many people that I talk to have been really going through some hard stuff this winter. Some really tough challenges, and I think winter kind of started like in September last year, and we're now, you know, mid-March. It's been a really long winter, and it's still quite cold, but the fact that the sun has come out. When I broke up with my partner last year, I was on the bus one day and I was in floods of tears, and this really gorgeous guy came up and he just sat next to me, and he just said to me, you know, lady, the sun, that it might, what did he say? He said it might rain, he said, but the sun will always shine again one day. And it just touched my heart so deeply. It made me cry even more, but he was like an angel that had just been there at that moment, and it's so true. And if we can remember that when things feel dark and when things feel difficult, if we can remember that within those dark times there's so much opportunity to learn about ourselves and to grow, and if we can remember that and have faith in that and trust in that and not be scared, and to just sit with the pain, the confusion, and just remember that you will get through it and that you will work through it and not run away from it and not be scared of it. If we can remember that, it makes a huge difference. And you know, it's not to say that I'm not going to have a dark time again, because I know that I will, because life is always changing. You know, it's like the moon. The moon is always moving, we're always growing. The light and the dark, the both of them together are part of life, and they're part of what make us human. So don't be scared of the dark, embrace it. That's my message today. And enjoy the sun when it's out. I'm going to go out and I can't wait to get outside today.